I just want to just for a brief moment before we get to that, let's think about other things that we spend money on. Okay. Other things that you spend money on, they're either going to go out of style, or they are going to, be out of date. How much do you think? Now, I don't have the inches. Somebody said, "Well, what's the inches?" What do you think it costs for a flat panel TV, a plasma flat panel TV? Like, how much do you think that costs?
$1,200.
It is $3,800.
Not in Walmart.
Yeah, depending on the site, $3,800 for a plasma TV. Okay, well, how much? Since we have a majority of women, with the exclusion of one gentleman here, how much do you think it is for a Christian Dior pocketbook?
Oh, what? 1,000 something.
No, that's more than 1,000. It's like what?
How much?
It's about $2,500.
Oh, absolutely not.
Now, I don't spend money on stuff like that. Because I am a frugal kind of person. But I tell you something that I will spend money on that I actually wanted to get before I came over here, and I just didn't have time. And that is my tall white mocha. That costs from Starbucks, which is $3.
I know that's right. You right about that. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, there are people in my office who drink one of those things every single day religiously, and they don't get the tall, they get like the grande or whatever it is. And I'm thinking I would be jittery and crazy if I did that, but they drink it every single day. I mean, you see them with that cup every day. If you want to get them something, to get them a Starbucks gift card. But how much do you think that would cost if you got one every single day?
$5.
No, I mean for the year. How much money do you think you would spend? I have the actual thing written down, but I don't have it with you. It's about $2,000, a little bit over $2,000.
For coffee.
For coffee.
See, we don't realize how much we be spending.
That's right.
Exactly. And you think about it, we spend money, to go out to dinner. We spend money to go out to dinner for our husbands or our boyfriends or significant others, or we have to have that girls' night out or boys' night out. You might spend $50 on that, and that adds up over year after year after year. But your education is something that is never going to be taken away from you, and that will grow with you, and it can change your life. I'm going to tell you the story of 2 students, and then I promise you I'll give you the price of the program. We have one student. And she came into the program, and she was kind of, she was okay, but you could tell she was going through things. She was a recent divorcee, and she was struggling, and she was having a hard time. But she was a very, very motivated person. I mean, extremely motivated, to the point where she was always sending in her resumes. She even got this book. It's called the Martindale Hubble. And it basically lists all of the names of the attorneys, and you could look up the Charlotte area. I think she sent a letter to everybody. And she was having a hard time finding a job, and she was a little bit discouraged. Well, she went through the program. We looked at her resume. Her resume looked good, so we were wondering, what is going on? Why can't she find a job? What is happening? Well, she came to the mock interview. And all of a sudden, it became clear. She was a little bit too relaxed in her interview attire. It was a little bit inappropriate. So we talked to her, told her to tweet. I had to make the uncomfortable phone call because our interviewer is a male, so I didn't want to put that pressure on him. But anyway, so I called her myself, and I talked with her, and she changed some things up. The whole thing about, like, she had hair down here. And just in the Charlotte legal community, it's just very conservative. I mean, this is the Bible Belt. You can't go there with your hair hanging down to the middle of your back and expect to be taken seriously. And low V-necks and all that kind of thing. Well, she did. She switched up some things, and she had the education. She was definitely a go-getter. She just wasn't going in the right direction. And she has a job, and she told me she has a boyfriend. So and during the course of the program, she was trying to sell her house, and it was just a lot of things going on. So we know that life is going to go on while you are in the program. However, we're going to work with you if you just let us know. And we're going to help get you to where you want to be. We have another woman who went through the program, and she was a single mom. And her big issue was she was an excellent student, just professional. She looked wonderful. The only problem was that she had to find a job that was gonna be enough to pay more than what she was currently making. She was a social worker, but she had to make a good transition. Well, she got into the mentorship program. We also work in conjunction with the local association, the Metro Atlanta Paralegal Association. Found her mentor. She was able to network. We were able to make some phone calls. She utilized her instructors, and she has a job, and she's very happy now. And we have another student. She was a single mom too. I guess we attract single mothers. She was in the nursing field, and her big thing was that she wanted to get a job where she would not have to work nights, you know. And so she basically wanted something like an 8 to 5. And really, you think about it when you hear stories about working in a law firm.